we still got a chance and opportunity to see what this defense is going to look like with an improved lineup. I cannot say this enough, but I'm glad that Anthony Get Down Brown will be able to play this weekend. Anthony Get Down Brown. Hopefully, and I mean just that, if we can get marginally better by the position alone, meaning that if we can figure out a way to add in a person that can just make this defense average, that's what we're looking for. If they can just be average, we'll be on our way. Now, another thing is too, Cowboy Nation, and I know, a lot of people will look at this thing and say to themselves, hey, 1-3 is a horrible record. We playing against a coach that's 0-4. It's the Dallas Cowboys versus the, dare I say, the Giants. But let's not fret. This is what it is right now. We building a plane while it's in the air. We are. And here's the thing. Yes, we're gonna have Terrence Steele out there. I don't know who he got paperwork on or what hidden pictures he got or video camera, but we're gonna have him out there, and hopefully, and I mean just that, that we can figure out how to get this thing going. I do know that Zach Martin will be the swing tackle in this particular game, so I'm still trying to figure that out, how they're gonna actually work everything out with Zach Martin, these sort of things. I know where his heart at. His heart is to play guard. But right now, like I said, we building this plane while it's in the air, and shout out to Tyler Biadasz. That Biadasz, he's gonna start. We're going to see what he's made up of. And remember, before the season started, I said I would like to see Tyler Biadasz take over that role around week 6, week 7. And my dog, Scott Walker and Big Game James said, if that happened, that means something bad happened to Joe Looney. And quite frankly, something bad happened to Joe Looney. I really think the way we're going to play this game, just alone, the way we're going to play this game, maybe a chance that Joe Looney will probably never see the field again, because we're going to see the strength factor out of Tyler Biadasz. That's just how it goes. And I got 3 keys to the game. I know I said this on my previous shows, and shout out to everybody that watched those shows. 3 keys to the game. We must create turnover. That was on my Shango live show, and also the show that I did with the lovely Brianna Betty. Like she want me to say it, Betty. We got to create turnovers. That's one main ingredient. We got to create turnovers. We must not turn over the ball. That's the other key. And the third key is to get Ezekiel Elliott going. Basically, if he can get to 100 yards, if he can get north of 25 snaps a game, or reps, or what have you, or attempts, that's better to put it, we're winning this game. Now, I do know that it's the measly Giants, but we got to figure out how to establish the continuity, establish the presence, establish the mindset. If we can do those things, Cowboy Nation, we okay. We're going to be all right. Everything else will be good, cool, calm, and collected. That's what I'm looking for. I know you guys are looking for the same thing, right? I know you guys are looking for the same thing. So when I think about the way this team, the way we lost games or what have you, for one, let's put some others under the blame on the offense. For one, our offense never got it going. And 2, the offensive line been a very, 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 very bad situation for our team. It has not been good for nobody. We can't say, well, at least Ezekiel did this. Well, at least Dak Prescott was able to do that, early in the game. No, one way or another, we've been shut down and forced for only one side of the field. And that's Ezekiel running to his left. Everybody, mama, uncle, cousin knew, hey, when Ezekiel get the ball, he ain't worried about this side. We worried about that side. That's the side we worried about. That's the side we know. So now, lo and behold, Ezekiel Elliott at least can say, okay, I know Connor Williams lighting the foot, but Tyler Biadasz, and of course, Brandon Knight. It's sad that we're going to lose Tyron Smith. It's sad that we're going to lose out on this and that. It's sad that La'el Collins was not in shape. It's sad. Nevertheless, it's football. It's life too. It's flat out life. If you don't believe it, just keep living. You can have everything planned out. You can have everything in order. You can say, hey, I graduated with the top of the tops. Oh, I got the first interview for the best business that I can be in. But then life just fool around and hit you in the face. And the craziest thing is to those that know how to just shake it off and say, you know what, I'm not gonna let this stop me. I always tell people, if you get knocked down, try to land on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up, Cowboy Nation. And I really believe that this team is going to orchestrate that. The good thing is about this particular division, we are in a horrid, terrible division, right? We're not in one of those powerhouse divisions. Hey, we're on a game behind the Eagles. They got a win and a tie. We win this weekend, we in first place, or something like that, you know. So this journey is long. I know people want to walk around and say, hey, look at that team, look at this team, look at that team over there. I want to recall this right here. I recall the Cowboys were 3-0. Didn't even sniff the playoff last year, right? Right? So I really believe if we can get hot towards the latter part of the year, we can look back at this thing and say, oh, you remember how rocky we started off? I think that we can establish something, right? Man. and Dak Prescott, he got to be their warrior. This is a no excuse business, because they're going to hold everything still against him. Or if not, what they're going to do, you know what they're going to do, Cowboy Nation? They're going to flat out look at this thing and say, you know what? Let's franchise tag him again. That's what they can do. That's what they can do. Let's see if he can do it again, because last year, you know, let's go into the 2021 season. They can say, well, last year he started off without this offensive line, with a new coach, and also the defense was giving up the world's most, yards. Let's see if he can do it again. Let's franchise tag him again. That's what they do, Cowboy Nation. Unfortunately, fortunately for those who are out there. So that's how I'm looking at it. We got an uphill battle, but it's good. It's good to go through all of this now. Somewhere along the lines, these guys are building trust and establishment among each other. Remember, I was saying like a knot in a rope. You can tie one if you're familiar with knots in a rope. And the opposing forces pulling, that knot get tighter and stronger when the opposing forces pull. So I'm hoping that amongst this team, they're getting tighter, stronger. They're learning. They're not sitting there saying, okay, we're gonna look at this thing and fall back, go into this thing as it relates to the Cowboys and say, let's go get this vanilla package for our defense. No. Coach came out and said, no, we still gonna stick to multiples. We still gonna stick to the diverse defense. We still gonna stick to, hey, I know we're building the plane while it's in the air, but this will be better for you in the long run. Oftentimes in life, we look at the hardest things in life and we learn more from them than things that are given to you, the easier things. So I really feel like this game should be a game that we mark on our calendar and we say to ourselves, let's give it our all. And do not look at this game like, hey, it's the Giants. Let's go walk in here like we 4-0. No, we're 1-3. We still play hungry. We still have a chip on our shoulders, and we play this thing the hard way. But shout out to Anthony Brown. Hopefully he can make a play. Hopefully my dog Diggs can make a play. Hey, Donovan Wilson, I forgot to bring up him. He's starting. Sometimes, and I was going to say this before I run up out of here. Sometimes when you're given a chance and opportunity, like what Donovan Wilson said, or sees right now, I'm given a chance and an opportunity. Sometimes you relish that and cherish that, and you plan better for it, regardless of how we look at it. Because sometimes when he was pulled off the bench and say, okay, you inserted as a starter, yes, he can say, yeah, it's better to be prepared for an opportunity and not have one than to have the opportunity and not be prepared. But this time he can say, man, I'm preparing myself for the full week. I'm the starter. I can walk around, tell Auntie and them that, hey, I'm going to be out there. Look for 3 and a 7. I'm going to make a play for you, mama. That could be his mindset now. Hey, I'm the starting safety for the Dallas Cowboys. Let that sink in. He might just take a look at this situation and say, I wasted a whole year on the bench. And now it's time for me to shine, baby. And I'm not going to give this position away. I'm not going to give this position up. That could be his mindset. Hopefully it is. That's deep. That is flat out deep, Cowboy Nation. That could be his thought track. And he can say, hey, X Woods, you recall saying that, hey, not giving up. Well, most players do not push it through 100% of the 100% time. You see what I'm saying? Out of 70 plays, there's multiple plays that I'm going to give up. But Donovan Wilson say, not me. Not this week. I'm finna show everybody that they let me sit on that bench. My butt was flat sitting on that bench all year. And now I'm hungry. I got a PhD mentality, poor, hungry, and determined to make something happen. So if Donovan Wilson shows up and show out, y'all know I'm gonna go crazy. Cowboy Nation, if you like this channel, hit that like button, share this content, subscribe to this channel. Let that friend, neighbor, foe know where to go when they want to tune in to Cowboy Sports Talk and Beyond. Hit up my dogs, man. Big Game James, Skywalker Steel. Hit them up. Hit up everybody, the Cowboys YouTube community and the Facebook community and the Instagram strong community. Hit us up. We're growing this thing. And shout out to Brianna Betty again. Y'all hit her up. You know, she's part of the Cowboys community. Let's continue to grind. And everybody that's out here, man, let's continue to grow this thing, baby. That's what we do. We growing. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best.